What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another Prizepicks NBA player props video. Hope everybody had a very happy Thanksgiving with friends and family. Have had to take a little bit of a break from the content, but I am back in this one. Going to be giving you guys two picks. Each win some money over here on Prizepicks in the NBA tonight. Been grinding over in the VIP, guys. If you haven't joined the VIP, although I had to take a little break in the content when I'm traveling and things such, I might not be able to get out content all the time. Things do pop up, but the premium content I'm grinding every single day, and we had a great Thanksgiving over there, guys. We had two sweeps in the NFL on Thanksgiving Day, and then we swept again yesterday, cashing in with the game stacks that I put together for the VIP for the Detroit Lions and Green Bay Packers game, as well as the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets game. Was able to cash in for 400 into 10,000 on two tickets myself, and we had a bunch of happy people in the winner circle. Add the Fred 45 into 1,125, D3000 AMF with the nice 22 into 550, T Money 334, 20 into 500 as well on the right side. So three very happy people in the winner circle, multiplying their money by 25x. John S 218 joined the party. We had V-neck, the last strappa as well on the right side, all sweeping with that stack of the New York Jets in the Miami Dolphins, which is fantastic. And then, of course, even more winners as we go along. I mean, the winner circle was flooded, guys. This little break, I haven't been able to put out content. Ricky 24 with 20 into 500. Sean with 5 into 125. Vince 28 with 5 into 125. So, and this is just the NFL action. We had a bunch of different winners in the NBA as well. Tommy S with the win once again on Prizepicks and Underdog. Underdog is, we're making even more money over there, which I don't even bring up in the Prizepicks videos. I'd like to get out some more Underdog content for you guys if at all possible, but we're cashing in there as well. 89. The last drop I might have put there in there twice on accident, but regardless, sweeping. And then myself, those Underdog tickets that I provide, a $2,000 win on the left side with that Jordan Love, Amon St. Brown, Sam Laporta, David Montgomery, Josh Reynolds combo, and then Garrett Wilson, Tyreek Hill, and Breece Hall. 3-mans on Underdog are optimal because you can 6x on there where they only pay out 5x on other apps. So if you didn't know that, and you don't have Underdog Fantasy, you should change that ASAP because it's a great app for those. If you're someone that likes to run like 2 and 3-mans, first of all, you should never be running 2-mans really unless you have to, because the values are so good and it's going to get taken off the board. But 3-mans on Underdog are phenomenal if you don't have that app. Another partner of the channel, I would recommend you get Underdog Fantasy, and you can use the promo code KJK DFS over there to get an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. You can use the promo code KJK DFS on Prizepicks to get your first deposit match up to $100. And the VIP will be linked below in the description. I will be commenting it as well. If you're someone that's been enjoying my content for quite some time, or you're new to the channel and you didn't know that that existed, it is $49.99 a month. I can confidently say that is going to be well worth the investment. You just saw the amount of money that was made over there over the last few days. I have had countless people say they wish they joined earlier when they joined. It's $1.66 a day. I don't know what you're spending your money on, coffee, ordering out pizza, whatever you spend your money on during the day. But if you're someone that's playing Prizepicks every day, you probably have a little bit of extra money on hand, or you probably shouldn't be participating in this kind of industry. But it's a great thing to join if you are interested. That will be linked below in the description. I'm going to try to get an NFL video out this week. NBA, keep it flowing. Try to get the content back up a little bit more consistent. But VIP is where it's at, man. You're going to sign up for the Patreon, and you're going to get access to the Discord. And that's, you're going to get access to all the VIP channels if you become a VIP member. The VIP play that I got pulled up right now, we've cashed that the last 2 nights. Had JV's fantasy score, Christian McCaffrey's fantasy score last 2 nights. You get just so much for where the price tag is set at. That was the vision I had when I started it. I wanted to provide as much content as I possibly could and make sure that I was providing way more value than what the price tag is, and I feel more confident than ever that I can say that. Your $1.66 a day is going to be giving you way more value than what you're investing. That's the goal, obviously, to provide you with something that you get more than what you have to put into. Everybody wins. So let's talk about the 2 picks in the NBA tonight, guys. If you enjoy the content, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. It really does help. leave a like, comment down below in the description. Believe it or not, it really does help. The traction on the videos just haven't been quite as good lately. Some of that's my inconsistencies on the content with other stuff going on in my life, but some of it also, the support really does help out on your guys' end. So thank you so much for those of you that support the content. Let's get into it. We'll go game by game, as we always do. And we're going to talk about this early game tonight for you guys. It's going to be the Philadelphia 76ers taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. This game has a 230 over-under. It is a 1.5 point spread in favor of the Philadelphia 76ers. So it's expected to stay close, expected to be a nice pace game. This is fantastic when targeting overs. Obviously, we look at the projected pace for this game. 100.5 projected pace. That's going to be the third fastest on the slate, so that's great. And two non-stars I'm going to be promoting in this video today. The first one's going to be DeAnthony Melton on the 76ers side of the ball, who's a guy, he's a 3-and-D wing, essentially. Really good on-ball defender, and can shoot the 3-ball, and he's going to be out there for a lot of minutes. He plays great defense, gets a lot of steals, which you're going to hear me talk about constantly on this channel when we're targeting fantasy score props, which I promote a lot on the channel because they tend to be the ones that everyone can actually tail when I promote to the public. The non-fantasy score props tend to get bumped, and then they become useless because the value is taken out of it. If the fantasy score props get bumped, a lot of them I like enough to where even after the bump, I can still promote. That's the case here with DeAnthony Melton today. He's got a 0.88 fantasy point per minute production in the fantasy scoring format on Prizepicks. He's playing around 30 minutes per game. 26.5 fantasy points per game. He's got a 17% usage rate. And as far as tonight's concerned, projected minutes, got DeAnthony Melton projected to go out there and play right around 29 minutes. If he does that, if he continues to play around 30 minutes a game at his current production, he is going to hit the over on his fantasy score of where Prizepicks has him set at. We look at the latest on Prizepicks here. As far as the line and what we're working with, we have 26. I got this line in at 25.5 with my VIP members for full transparency. I'm going to promote a lot of fantasy score props on the channel, and if they get bumped, they're going to be ones that I like enough to where I still like them after the bump is the hope, because the industry has just become, guys, where the days of me being able to promote a really good prop on the channel and bumps not happen are done. It's just done. Like, if there's good value in a prop, it's being bumped very quickly. We have great value here with Melton, though. I do have him projected to go out there and put up right around 30 fantasy points. Once again, he's a 3-and-D guy, and it's a great game environment. A 230 total here. The game's expected to fly. And we look at how he's getting the job done. We'll just break down the 76ers team as far as how he ranks here and stuff. You can see he's 4th on the team in minutes, 30.1 minutes per game. He's shooting 5.3 threes per game, where he shoots 40% from the arc, 2.7 free throws, 80.5% from the free throw line. So a very efficient shooter. And then, like I said, those blocks and steals come in really handy on Prizepicks in the fantasy scoring format. DeAnthony Melton, 1.3 steals per game. So that's all really good stuff that we're looking at here for him. And then I always like to pull up the game log just to give you guys a visual as to how he's doing it. We kind of break it down as is, but DeAnthony Melton, you can see 30 minutes, 41 minutes the last 2 times out in competitive games. That's what we're going to see from him. The Sixers are without Kelly Oubre now, which has been a nice little boost to DeAnthony Melton as well. Kelly Oubre, if you didn't hear, was unfortunately struck by a vehicle, so he's been out with an injury. But last 2 games, you can see 16 points, 1 block, 3 assists, 6 rebounds, 13 points, 2 steals, 3 assists, 6 rebounds. That's what you're going to get out of DeAnthony Melton. He's a guard, so he's going to get you a couple assists. Great rebounder for a guard. I mean, 6 rebounds, 4 rebounds. I mean, that's phenomenal. He'll get you some points, and then those steals, like I said, add up very quickly in the Prizepicks fantasy scoring format. 3 of the last 4 games, he's recorded 2 or more steals. 2, 3, 2. Wasn't able to get one last time. Still cleared the fantasy score prop over here on Prizepicks, as you can see. He's averaging 30.8 over his last 5, and I've got him projected right around his average. So everything kind of adds up here for DeAnthony Melton to be able to surpass this fantasy score prop here for pick number 1. We're rocking with the over 26.0 fantasy score for DeAnthony Melton. Now, full transparency, like I said, I already did lock this prop in myself at 25.5. If he doesn't clear the 26.0 line, we won't count it as a win on the channel for my picks. But when you see the screenshot for my recap, which I tend to do when the picks hit and he's at 25.0, it is because that's where I got him at. I've already locked him in. I'm putting my money where my mouth is on every single one of these picks, so you don't have to worry about that. I try to get my 2 picks from my core plays that I give out, and then I'm playing myself with my own money. Here's one of them For pick number 1, we're rocking with the over 26.0 fantasy score here for DeAnthony Melton. And then pick number 2, once again, they're both going to be coming from this game here today because I do have 2 props that I think have some good value. And like I said, I think they clear these props enough to where even if, DeAnthony Melton just got bumped by half a point, perfect example, that's going to happen throughout the year when you see my content. I want these plays to be ones that you can actually tail if they do get bumped. Lou Dort on the other side of this game. Same scenario, almost identical guys as far as their line being kind of a little bit too low, playing some solid minutes, good wing shooters, and good defenders. They really do kind of pan out well in the Prizepicks fantasy scoring format. Lou Dort putting up 0.81 fantasy points per minute on the season. He's playing 28.5 minutes per game. So a guy that's going to play in the mid to upper 20s, if not into the 30s if we're lucky. The Thunder do play a small ball lineup. They do kind of tend to rotate through guys. Which is all factored in, obviously, I know this. But Lou Dort, projected minutes here tonight for him, right around 30 as far as his projected minutes are concerned. Like I said, sometimes he's been a little bit lower than that in the 20s. Even if he is, I do have him projected to go over here. We do have an injury with Mr. Williams, which should help the case as far as his playing time as well. Jalen Williams is going to be out, so nice little usage bump, and I think more solidified minutes for the OKC Lou Dort wing. He does play in the 4 because of the small ball lineup that the OKC Thunder roll out. So even though he's kind of more of a small forward build, he does play at the power forward position, which is phenomenal because the 76ers have been really struggling versus that position as well. Minutes per game, once again, Lou Dort, 4th on the team, 28.5, 46% from the field, 4.3 three-pointers attempted where he shoots 43.1% from the arc, 81.1% from the free throw line, and then once again, those steals, 1.1 steals per game, 0.9 blocks. So it's a very similar thing going on here with Lou Dort and with DeAnthony Melton. Both guys are going to play probably right around 30 minutes. Both guys that can get you those steals on the wing, both 3-and-D guys. That's kind of what they do. Play defense, get some steals, shoot the ball, can contribute a little bit in the assist category with their passing. And both guys I have projected over here tonight with all these things factored in. We'll pull up Lou Dort's game log so you can guys get a visual, as always, as to kind of how he's getting the job done here. You can see 27, 23, 27 minutes, 24 minutes. So lately, the minutes have been down a little bit after playing 33, 39. Once again, though, Jalen Williams is out in this one. I think that could help solidify his minutes. And then also, if he plays in the mid-20s, I still have him going over where Prizepicks has him set at. You can see 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks. Last time out, 2 points. Had some serious foul trouble with 6 points. Time before, 12 points. Didn't do anything else. No blocks or steals. We've seen a stretch of bad games here for Lou Dort. But in this game environment, against this 76ers team, which, by the way, as I had mentioned, is one of the best matchups for opposing power forwards, even though Lou Dort isn't a traditional power forward. He's a small ball, D&3, stretch 4 kind of guy. He is going to be playing at the power forward position. And some numbers that I crunched earlier on that against the Sixers. They're giving up 36.5 fantasy points per game to power forward starters, 7.6 rebounds, 7.2 field goals. And Lou Dort's averaging like 30 fantasy points in games that stay competitive this year. So I've got him projected in the mid-20s. His minutes have been down a little bit, but we do have Jalen Williams out. I think you need to trend a little bit lightly on the minutes for Lou Dort. Like I said, some models, have him playing like 30 minutes. I think even if he plays mid-20s, low 20s, he can clear this prop. If he plays 30, that's fantastic. We will not complain. But I just want to make sure everyone knows, I'm still having him go over, even if he only plays in the mid-20s here. He's had a stretch of bad games. You can see a lot of red, only 12.6 over the last 5. I think it's a little bit of an outlier. I think he picks back up where he was in this one. And obviously, we don't want to be reliant on steals and blocks, but this is a guy that can literally hit this fantasy score with all steals. We've seen games like 5, 6, 7 steals out of Lou Dort. Obviously, we're not relying just on that, but I just want to make that clear. He's got a lot of steal upside. So, pick number 2, we're rocking with the over 19.5 for Lou Dort's fantasy score, and that will be my 2 picks to get you win some money over here in Prizepicks in the NBA tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. It's free. It takes 2 seconds to do. It does greatly help me out, and I'll be helping you guys out with these videos for free. Like I said, we've been crushing in the NBA. We're doing well, but lately it was the NFL with the last couple sweeps. If you're interested in becoming a KJK DFS premium content member, there's not a better time to join right now because we have college football going on, NBA, NFL, all at once. There's a ton of different value every single day. There's games in all sports, spots to attack. So, great time to join. Would love to have you join if you're interested. Thank you for tuning in. Wishing you all the best of luck on your Prizepicks NBA player props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.